Thank you for joining Becky's Stampin' Daily today. Today we're making this card here, and we are using the Holly Jolly Wishes stamp set for the greeting, "'Tis the season to be jolly," which I just realized I didn't even get out to stamp. We're also using the Christmas season stamp set that has all this greenery and pine cones and holly berries, and it comes in a bundle with the seasonal labels dies, which is 19 dies, and it has a lot of good dies for just greetings. We're using these 5 dies today on our card. We're also using the time-worn 3D embossing folder. You're going to need a piece of cherry cobbler cardstock, 4 1/4 by 11. You need another piece that's 2 inches. I put on here 2 by 4 1/2, but just cut it wider than the card because you're going to glue it on and then cut it. Piece of crumb cake cardstock, 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, that is embossed with the time-worn folder. Piece of white cardstock that is 1 7/8, just a little wider than the card. Don't go by the 4 1/2 because it's easier to have it too long and cut it. So let's get started. You're going to take your cherry cobbler and you're going to fold it in half. I have to go upstairs and get my Stampin' Up bone folder. My granddaughter was down here playing yesterday and she took it up there and left it. I kept forgetting to bring it down. Then this is going to go on here, and of course this and this. So let's get our stamping done first. This has a lot of stamping, but it's fun. We're going to be stamping the pine cones in crumb cake and soft suede. You're going to stamp, you need 3 of them, and you're going to stamp the image that is flat with no dimension to it in the crumb cake, and the image that has the dimension and texture to it in the soft suede. So let's do that first. Uh-oh. I'll just do it like that. I'll do it later. This is the one with the dimensions, so. You need 3 of these. Okay. Then you're going to go back with the soft suede with the stamp that has the dimension to it. Okay, next thing we're going to stamp is this green thing here. You need 2 of those, and that's going to be stamped with Mossy Meadow. Next thing we're going to stamp is, we're going to stamp the holly leaves and this little pine needle looking thing. You need 2 stamps of the holly leaves. I can tell I'm not going to have enough paper. Give me another scrap. This is Old Olive. And you're going to need one of this sprig thing. The stamp set has a lot of greenery in it. Okay, so the next thing we're going to stamp is the holly berries. You're going to stamp the stem in soft suede. And then you're going to stamp the berries in cherry cobbler. These line up perfect with the stem. There you go, isn't it cute? Okay, now, the only other stamping is the greeting. These all have to be cut out. I have already cut mine out. I do that to save time, but you use this die on this die on this. This is this, looks like a pine needle sprig. This is the holly berry, holly leaves, and this is the holly berries. And I pre-cut mine because this video would be so long if I had to go over to the big shot and cut all this stuff out. So next we're going to take our cardstock and glue this down. And this will go on first. Put it like this. And then this will go on next. And I'll go ahead and stamp it so I can tell where to place my items. Yeah, get glue everywhere. Make sure you leave enough on the left and right side so you can trim it off. Okay, then take your scissors and trim this off. Now that I've stuck it to everything. This is the best way to do it, so it's exactly even with the card. Okay, so now we're going to do our greeting. And I probably should have stamped this before I put it to the card in case I mess it up. But hopefully I won't. Looks a little crooked. Oh, it's better. Okay, so put this kind of, looks like I had the width of a pine cone here. And then I stamped it. Also looks like I stamped it on an angle. So I don't have to worry about it being crooked. Perfect. Couldn't be happier. Okay, so now all we have to do is add all of our things that we cut out. I've got them all right here. So we got a pine cone here. I did this with glue dots. Pine cone here. Just put the glue dot on the bottom so you can tuck stuff up underneath it. Start with that. Let's put that kind of like that. Oh, it didn't stick. Okay, then we're going to stick this in the top. Kind of like that. Then we're going to take a holly leaf. I'm never sure which way these things go. They look the same on both ends. Actually, you only needed to cut out 2 of these because I didn't realize when it die cuts them, it cuts them out separate, and I thought I had done 2. Okay, I'm not liking this, so let's take this up. And let's put this up here more like that. And then put this on it. Yeah, and I'm going to put another glue dot right here. Okay, then on this other side, we'll start with the pine cones too. There's one right here, and there's one. Down here like this. Okay, and then we're going to put one of these leaves. I guess it doesn't matter, I can't tell which is up and which is down. One of these leaves right here, up under this. I'll cut a little off because it's messing up our greeting. Still is. Let's put it under here like this. That'll help. Maybe. There we go. Okay, next is one of these things. I think I'm going to cut this off too. This is going to go up in here. I don't want to use that one. I don't like it. I shouldn't have started with the pine cones, but you got to know where to space all this other stuff. Okay, then we need this thing, which is going to go up here like that. Perfect. Next is the, well, I did put another holly leaf on this one, on the side. I see it right here. So let's do another one. I'm probably going to have to cut this. You can barely see it in there. Pretty sure I'm going to have to whack it off. Okay, looks like it's up under this. Not the same, but it looks good. Last but not least, your holly berries. I think I had to cut this off too. Come on. I just kind of stuck this in here like this for some color. Okay. Now, all we have left is our embellishments. These are the cutest things. They are called gold holly leaves, and they come in two different sizes. There's small ones, and there's larger ones. And they're just so cute. So we're going to take these, put a glue dot on them, maybe, and put them in here for some bling. There's 30 in a package. I'm going to use the small ones. Put one right here. There we go. And let's put a big one and a small one over here. Big one. I think my berries moved. We're going to do it like that. And then do the small one. Okay. And then we're going to take the linen thread and make a bow, a 3-loop bow, and put it right there. I want those berries to show more. I'm going to put another glue dot on them. They keep trying to go to the left. I don't want them going to the left. This is put on with a glue dot. Right between the gold holly leaves. And then trim it off. Let's see, that looks pretty good. And this is pretty good. And all we have left are our jewels. These are the Champagne Rhinestone Basic Jewels. They're in the annual catalog. And I'm going to use 2 of the larger ones. And that's it. Easy peasy. Thank you for joining me today. I'm going to take pictures of this card and put it on my blog, stampindaily.blogspot.com. And if you would like to place an order, it's beckyburkowski.stampinup.net. Thank you for joining me today.